Hey guys, it's Matt here, and today I'm bringing you another episode of Matt Rants. And today we're talking about the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate leak. If it's legit, if it's not legit. Specifically, we're talking about the roster leak that came out just the other day. And also want to mention as well that even though we should be taking this with a grain of salt, if this is legit, if this is real, then understand that what I'm about to talk about is technically spoilers. So do not sit down below and, the comment section and say, I've been spoiled, thanks a lot. Well, again, if this is about leaks, so this might actually be real. So what was leaked in particular? Well, apparently the entire roster. So according to a picture that was released on Snapchat, the different either social media outlets, YouTubers, and other news sites picked up, there was a long banner that actually had the full roster. So we've seen the banners that we have missing spaces, and all of a sudden a new character pops up whenever Nintendo does a new Nintendo Direct. So we have the full roster, no missing spaces, and a link to an article will be posted down below. So I'm not gonna have the picture up in the video at all, but I will talk about what characters were on this banner now, or were in this banner. So why does this have any, even though I still want to take this with a grain of salt, why is this worth anything, right? Why is this worth its salt at all? Well, apparently this picture was taken in the marketing department of one of Nintendo's European distributors. It was posted to Snapchat, probably by someone who maybe didn't know about the fact that it was a leak. Maybe they thought, oh, this is really cool, this is the new thing I'm working on. For all we know, it could have been someone who said, my kid likes the Mario. We don't know who posted it. As far as I know anyway, I don't know who posted it, but it was posted to Snapchat, and it was then taken down, of course, but now it's been spread through Discord, 4chan, all those different websites. So but basically it was, I want to find the exact name of the place though, just to make sure. It was Marina PLV, a company that handles promotional material for various companies. However, of course, we've heard Nintendo say nothing about it, which is interesting because I'm not going to say that, look, Nintendo has been iffy in responding to things, but they did, funnily enough, talk about Bowsette, saying look, we have no connection to this. So and back in the day, they talked about having no connection to Sonichu, which was a very long time ago. But still, when something is blatantly false, I do think that they come out and they're like, no, that's not true. But they've been rather silent on this, and also with the N64 classic images, quote unquote, leaked, those potential mock-ups that I did talk about on another episode of Matt Rants a while back. So you do have to wonder if that does make this any more credible in any way. But either way, let's talk about the characters themselves. I haven't been talked about them for way too long, so let's talk about them. Shadow the Hedgehog is the first. Ken from Street Fighter is the second. Banjo Motherflippin' Kazooie is the third. You might have heard of that guy. I don't know. You might have heard of Banjo. And another guy you may have heard of is Geno from Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. If this is real, I will be getting a Switch sooner rather than later. I will be saving up for a Switch. And also, by the way, there are some other characters as well. It doesn't just end there. If you thought, oh wow, it was really cool. No, there's more. Isaac from Golden Sun. Mach Rider from Mach Rider. There's a reason why it was named Mach Rider. KOS MOS from Xenoblade. I don't know. Cosmos? Is it Cosmos? I have not played Xenoblade. And Chorus Kids from Rhythm Heaven. Oh, damn. If this is real, hot damn. Now, again, why would this be real? Well, here's something interesting. So, Nintendo recently said that there are going to be 2 Nintendo Directs coming out in November. And on Monday, there's going to be a new character trailer reveal for the Nintendo Direct. So I do, because I'm pretty sure it is this upcoming Monday. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below. But I bring it up only due to the fact that this could be the trailer where they show Banjo, because everyone's been talking about Banjo, or funnily enough, they can slot anyone into that trailer now. So if they thought, ooh, this leak sucks, let's see who we can put in there, it could be Shadow. It could be Ken from Street Fighter. I don't know who it's going to be, right? But the funny thing about these trailers is they could be taken in and out, put in, put out. If Nintendo feels like this leak is legitimate in any way, they could, funnily enough, if they had leaked one character, specifically the character that would have been put in that trailer, or if they had the trailer ready, they could have put it out now like they did with that Monster Hunter leak that happened. But the problem here, at least the problem that I find, is the fact that because everyone has been leaked, if they do that to even one character, then it makes it seem like every single character leak was legit, even if it might not be. So someone could have, this could still be a fake mock-up, but someone could have gotten like Banjo right, but everybody else wrong. It would make sense though to have a new to have Shadow in though as an Echo Fighter because Sonic is there. So that doesn't like that's not too off from from my take. And when it comes to Isaac from Golden Sun, will he be his own character? Or will he be some kind of weird Echo Fighter for someone from Fire Emblem? I don't know. Now you might be like, but why would he be an Echo Fighter for someone from Fire Emblem? I don't know much about Isaac's fighting style. I don't know much about Golden Sun. I would like to, but that's a lot of money. So I don't know much about Golden Sun other than it's a damn good game and you should play it, Matt. Geno, I don't think he'd be an Echo Fighter for anybody because I've played him in Super Mario RPG and I don't know who he would be replacing, like who he would be echoing. So I think in that case he could be a brand new character, but I do wonder if they're going to pull the trigger on Banjo-Kazooie. Also, of course, Ken would be a Ryu Echo Fighter, duh. But at the same time, yeah, I do wonder what's coming up on this trailer. The fact that we have two Nintendo Directs coming out this month, that definitely shows that Nintendo was planning some big things. Maybe that's why this poster finally went up, and all of a sudden someone took a picture and they're like, this is why we feel weird about certain aspects of modern tech, because the second you put a poster up, somebody freaking takes a picture for Snapchat. Hell, it could have been, earlier I mentioned someone who doesn't know what they're doing. It could have been the exact opposite. Someone brings their kid to work, and all of a sudden they're like, wait, is this the full leak? And then they send the Snapchat pic to their friend, and all of a sudden their friend saves it, and even though it gets removed from Snapchat, because it's like, you can't post mommy stuff. You can't post mommy's work stuff, or you can't post daddy's work stuff, and then all of a sudden, aggressive head patting. And then all of a sudden, everybody knows about it online. I mean, I remember there was that story of that guy's daughter, I think it was an iPhone thing with, I don't know if it was the iPhone X, but it was some sort of newer iPhone prototype that some guy's daughter, he worked on the project to make that phone come to life, and she ruined his life in like 14 seconds because for some reason she was around it, or they were both around it in the employee cafeteria, which you are allowed to bring that kind of tech out to the employee cafeteria, if I remember correctly. But she just took pictures of it and just posted it online, and it was like, oh my god, child. And she wasn't even like, she was young enough like that she deserves a second chance because she was 14, but she wasn't so young that it's like, oh, he's just a little baby. Like, no, if you can use Snapchat, you're old enough, or in this case, whichever way she shared those pictures of the iPhone, you're old enough to have severe ramifications. Not anything crazy, but like no jail time, of course, but like you clearly know what you're doing, right? You're not like a little tiny kid just sitting there like, is that the, and it's like, oh god, don't look at the poster, kid. You're gonna spoil everything to your kids that would be funny if the kid was like 5 and then on the playground he's just like, no, but I swear Shadow's in it, and they're just like shitting on him like, no, he's not. You're like, it comes off like, no, but my mom works at Nintendo. Oh, of course she does, kid. But in all seriousness though, is this leak legit, right? Because that's what we're getting to I talked about every single character that has been leaked. So the question remains, is this leak legit? I want to err on the side of caution and say no, because that's where I always like to stand. Even if I'm wrong and I'm proven wrong and this is legit, I just like to err on the side of caution due to the fact that leaks are also so much easier to make nowadays. Like, it's not just about social media and things getting out faster. It's also super easy to just leak or to make a quote-unquote leak for something. We've had situations where fake Nintendo Switches have been made before. With the whole N64 Classic thing, that could just be a really good mock-up done by someone using a 3D printer. It sounds crazy, but people can go to, like, think about what you can, as a YouTuber, right? So you're watching this, you're listening to this. As a YouTuber, think about what I've done and what people can do with things like green screen and with a set. I mean, if you're a big enough YouTuber, you can use YouTube, not HQ, but I forgot what they called it, but like the YouTube Studio. I think if that's, I forgot what it was called, but because I do not have that amount of subscribers to use it. But you can actually rent out YouTube space, or just like talk to them and say, hey, can I come in at 1 to 2 or something like that to film something, and I can go to the YouTube Studio, whatever it is, in New York. If I had enough subscribers, I could talk to them and I could work something out. So what I'm trying to get at here is it's not about, it's not major companies anymore who can do crazy things with 3D printers and CGI and all this stuff. If you have the budget and you really want to mess with someone, and you can get, a fan artist in or something like that, or you are the fan artist. That's another thing too, like people that can multitask, or have multiple skills and put them to sometimes good use, like with, being entertainers, and bad use by trying to troll people. It has happened before. Right? So I don't think that I want to sit here and say this leak is 100% real no matter what. However, I do admit that the way it got removed from Snapchat so quickly, and also the fact that there apparently is a tie directly to Marina PLV, which does matter because they send out marketing materials, and of course this stuff has to be printed months in advance, and this game is coming out in late November, so you would imagine that people would know, right? People would know at this point. At least they have to know, like, people within Nintendo, of course, have to know, okay, we have to send this out to be printed and things like that, so that this could eventually be not only put up on our wall, but also potentially sold or bundled or something like that, or sent out to a local GameStop, right? Or something along those lines. So, normally I err on the side of caution, but for once, I'm going to throw caution not to the wind, but due to some of this stuff, not just because I love who's been announced, but due to the potential ties and due to how close we are to Street Date, I'm going to say that I think this is legit. But I want to hear what you guys think down below. Tell me if you think this is legit. Tell me if you think it's not legit. Tell me if you're happy about the leaks. Tell me if you're not happy about the leaks. Tell me if you still want Waluigi in the game. Please post your Waluigi love down in the comment section down below. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, please remember to like and subscribe if you liked the video. And if you didn't like the video, you can still like and subscribe either way. And if you want the audio version of this podcast, you can actually go over to our Patreon account, patreon.com/ggproductions. And depending on what tier you give to, you can actually get access to not only this episode in audio format, but all of the other Matt Rants that I've ever done in audio format. Thank you all so much. Love you all. Take care. And tune in next time for another episode of Matt Rants. All right, guys. So, see ya.